This is my Sony A6700, and today will be the last day that I get to see it like this and handle it because I'm selling it. I never thought this day would come, but here we are. Before I start this video, I'd like to preface this by saying I absolutely love this camera. This feels like a painful breakup, maybe due to a long distance or different life choices. My first Sony camera was the A6500, and when I bought the A6700 about a year later, it made all the difference. It had better autofocus, better colors, and even a better screen. Up until right now, it still does everything that I needed to do, especially when paired with the Sigma primes that I've always had, like the Sigma 16mm, the 23, the 30, and the 56mm, all f1.4. I've always had fantastic results. However, I have decided to part ways with this camera and go full frame. You see, the past few months I have been taking up loads of commercial work as opposed to just making YouTube videos like I used to. And in some of those real life scenarios, I quickly learned that I won't always have total control over certain things like lighting and movement, and I'll oftentimes need a faster lens or a higher ISO. Now, these are things that I wouldn't have to push so far if I had a full frame sensor which lets in more light naturally to begin with. Now, don't get me wrong, the Sony A6700 is fantastic for so many reasons. The colors are great, the setup is always lightweight. Now, going full frame means I've got to sacrifice the portability and the cheapness of the lenses. I mean, cheap is relative, right? But a cheap Sigma 24-70 will cost me around £800 at least, whereas I can get a Sigma 18-50 for a little less than that on the aps-c system. I'm looking at moving to a Sony A7C Mark II, and even when I get that camera, I'll have to keep it for a little while before I can get a 24-70 for it. Why? Because budget. I'll have to use my Fujifilm X-M5 for work until I can get the 24-70 lens to start off with. I'm a big fan of crop sensor cameras. However, the fact that full frame lenses cost significantly way more, sometimes even double or triple the cost it would take to get an amazing crop sensor lens, is a huge reason I should stay with my A6700. I've even considered keeping the A6700 and get an A7C II as a second camera, but I can't afford to do that. Do I regret selling my A6700? No, absolutely not. I really do love this camera. I've made some really great work with it. I've made money with the camera, and I know for sure sometime down the line I will buy this camera again because the small and compact setup is incomparable. If I was just still doing YouTube or never had to shoot outdoors at night without having light or being able to bring lights to the shoot, I'll still have this camera. I'll still stick to it. The truth is, you probably wouldn't even tell the difference between a video from a crop sensor camera and that from a full frame when the lighting conditions are fully under control. If you're looking to purchase a Sony A6700, even 4 years from today, October 2025, I'll say go ahead and do it. You'll be making a great decision. I'm making this video not only to let you know how great the Sony A6700 is, but to also remind myself in future how well it treated me. When I do get the Sony A7C II, I'll make another video to update you if there are so many changes, if it's a really big jump from the A6700. I don't think it will be. And also, if I figure out I have made a mistake and have lost the love of my life, then I'll still update you as well. Well, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again on the next one.